That loss just barely demoted me from gold 3 back down to gold 4. So today, the main goal is going to be winning this next match in order to rank back up to gold 3, which would be my new peak rank. I'm playing Vel'Koz AP carry, which is a relatively unheard of pick. Really, the reason I'm playing it on bot lane instead of support is just because I want to be able to go for full damage. Because now with the new quest changes, you get 2 additional slots if you're AD carry compared to support, because support doesn't get a slot for their boots, and they also have to fill up a slot with their wards. Now, as I'm waiting for the game to start, really just looking at the team compositions, I see Rengar and I see Malphite. Now, those are 2 champs that are very easily just able to dive onto me, so Zhonya's is going to be a priority this game. Other than that, I see that Sion, not only is he going for support Sion, but he's also got Ignite, so me and my Maokai, we're going to have to play safe early because they're definitely going to be looking for an all-in in the early levels. Other than that, I'm just getting vision for my jungler to make sure that he doesn't get invaded, and waiting for the game to actually start. Yeah, just hyping on my teammates because there's really no downside to it, and it might be a marginal thing, but it can help them do better. Now with laning phase starting, I know that Sion is definitely starting Q, so I'm very cautious of the bushes, and as we can see, he was actually in the bush. So if I had walked up there, would have not been great. Zaya is getting some poke off, and Sion, as I said before, they're playing full aggro, and I'm playing full poke, so it works out. They don't really have a way of stunning me or engaging, unless one of us is really silly and we end up walking into a Sion Q. See, we have the word. I'm question marking him because like that's such an obvious play and he's still going for it. Otherwise, we're just farming. Level 2 is not a huge power spike, but if I hit level 3, it would be great. Really, we just want to avoid fighting early. So of course, when my Maokai just decides to randomly die level 1, it's not ideal, I won't lie. I have no idea why he went in. I mean, I didn't ping him to go in. He didn't tell me he was going in. He just went in, which is obviously awful because I can't help him more than just pressing my Q, which has like a 10-second cooldown because it's early game again. It could be worse though because I have my W for wave clear. I lose some CS, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think I was going to get all of it anyways. All that matters is that cannon and the home guard means that Maokai gets back relatively early, and now we have a HP advantage because Sion is about half dead and I'm level 3, so now I can actually do stuff. I'm just trying to chip down Sion. He manages to, well, he baits me out, but that's okay because we're just playing for the long game here. Okay, I've seen Sion in the top bush. He thinks he's all sneaky beaky like, but no, we know he's there. Oh, he ran away, but that's okay because Dark Harvest, just waiting. They're positioned very awkwardly for this. Exactly. Now, it is unfortunate Maokai knocks Zaya out of the way, but we still get a kill here. I don't know why Sion didn't hit me. He was greedy. He could have gone for more. I'm baiting Zaya into thinking I'm not able to kill her, because if she's smart here, she runs away. But she doesn't, and that leads to the kill. It is in a bad spot for us right now, so I'm going to try to push the wave and then go for the recall. I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention to the timers. Rengar is pulling up. The freaking horror movie, because he should one-shot me over here. Maokai is back, but like it's not. It's too little too late. Kayn actually, I wasn't looking at the minimap, he pulls up. I could have lived there. I believe if I warded the bush, he can't do that leap if he's on vision. I'm not sure. He could. He might be able to, but it is unfortunate. We're still able to return to lane as normal though. We're not doing too bad here. I mean, again, we're gonna lose if we just 2v2 straight up. We just go for the fight. But if we're playing slowly and we're whittling them down, and then we engage, then yes, we'll be able to win the fight. Scion's going for the same play he's been going for since minute 1, and it's not going to work. I'm trying to bait him here, just waiting for my Q timer to cool down. Because again, I'm just trying to get as much poke as possible. Okay, another engage by Scion. Maokai does questionable play by hitting Scion into me, and that lets him not only get into Q range, but ignite range. So we both die. That's quite bad. But I do have TP, and Zaya isn't thinking about that. So we can go for a kill here. Kane's, well, he's trying to pull up, but like, I'm pretty sure I can kill her anyways. He ignores me, so he goes in anyways. As I pull up, actually, he starts fighting. I believe he would die without my help. I'm not sure, but in any case, we save him. And he is thankful because he hits one of the Poro emotes. Yep. W jungler right there. W jungler. That's honestly not even half bad. I'm very, very close to Malignant, so if I just push out this wave, which Scion is going to try to freeze, but he's not able to because we have an engaged support and we have me for poke, so if he tries something, it's not going to work out well for him. He has the shield though, so I can't realistically do a lot of damage to him, but he can't really kill me either. Though with me having my ult, I might be able to take him down. That wasn't really an intentional level up timer, but do take notes, level up timers. If Maokai doesn't knock him out there, by the way, that would be a kill, but it's fine because he had flash anyways, so I don't think he was going to die either way. He didn't even need to flash that. I'm pretty sure he was alive. Now that the wave is pushed, I'm just going to be recalling, since first item's a big power spike, and especially with something like Malignant, it would be quite nice, just because I'm very weak without my ulti. I can't go for very nice combos. And meanwhile, our Maokai is just playing for vision. Kayn and Maokai decide to start a fight on Scion, which is not the best because I actually don't have my ult up. If I had ult, I'd be winning, like hard winning. But me completely whiffing my ult doesn't help. Fortunately, Kayn dies, but Zaya does some stupid tanks. I mean, she does try to save Rengar, but she does it very incorrectly. I don't like Maokai, if I'm being perfectly honest. He's not even playing that bad. It's more so the fact that he's like giving them knockback and whatnot, and that just doesn't help because I'm supposed to be landing my E in a full combo. Maokai wants to recall here, which is fair, but I have ult in like up right now, so I can probably get a double if I play this smart. I did not play it smart actually, because I forgot that Scion has a passive in which he can very much so murder you. Yeah, that was low-key a sell by me. Maokai decides to 1v1 Zaya, who actually doesn't have barrier, so it might be playable. But again, support against ADC. I don't know. He also just dies instantly, so I guess it wasn't even close. I wouldn't know, I'm not a Maokai player, but that is unfortunate. He says it's his bad, I say it's my bad, but you know, the blame game doesn't get you anywhere. At least in this game, you'll just tilt your teammates, so good thing we're not blaming each other is what I'm trying to say. I'm guessing Zaya's backed, and seeing that Sion's pushing up, it's pretty clear that Zaya has recalled at the moment, so I'm going to try to just get wave prio by pushing out the wave. He's low-key, he's getting completely peppered. Wow, look at me, I've dealt like 300 damage to him, or however much. But it is insignificant, because his health bar is just not moving very much. We have ult very soon. Now, again, the pokes don't do that much damage, but they are adding up. I think Sion's like a third dead, maybe? This is sneaky, if they have vision on bush. But they don't. Full combo, and Sion dies. Yeah, if Vel'Koz can actually land a full combo, that's why I don't like Maokai, because he's kind of knocking them out of my full combo. But if I'm able to land a full-on combo, they're completely cooked most of the time. Xayah does quite bad distancing here. For the first time, that Maokai knockback wasn't half bad, just because it knocked her away from the safety of her turret. I don't really know why he ults this, but Rengar tries to bully us, but I'm able to stun him away, which actually wasn't enough, because I had to flash anyways. Can I flash that earlier? Is there a way in which I save my flash? Probably not. Is there a world in which Kayn stops fighting 1v2? I don't think there is, because he just loves going in. But we are here to help him out, so it's not too bad. Or at least it wouldn't be if, again, we're fighting while I don't have ulti. Then we decide to go back in. Real stupid play. I actually don't know how both of us ended up dying to Xayah. I mean, my Maokai and my Kayn. I should have been full running to turret right now, but I'm not for some reason. I also missed the stun on Xayah, and she flashes. I don't know why she flashed, because she could have killed me either way, but I guess she was just desperate for a kill. It checks out, I suppose. But I'm quite strong right now. Now Aesol actually covers the wave for us, so them not getting platings is always nice, because it means they're just not getting ahead. Or not as much as they should be. I have TP up, so I'm going to try to go for the same play, but I think they've learned from their past mistakes. Well, also, I am TPing on a ward, so that could be playing a pretty large fact. Actually, on 3 words. Yeah. Now, Xayah full ran away. Sion didn't, so we're actually going to go for a dive on him, because we've got the Avengers assembled here. There's 4 people here. I'm pulling the wave out just so we can push more. Rengar dies. Teemo is going to die in a second. So, you know, there's nothing I can do to help him out over there. If I pressed a W or an E there, Sion's gonna die. I also mess up my geometry, so he lives. It's honestly still really good, because we're pushing in this wave. Xayah is gonna do Xayah things, right? She's getting back to lane, but we still get the Drake. We have a lot more tempo than them, is what I'm trying to say. Even though the kills are relatively even. Yeah, we're only up by 2 kills, but we have very nice tempo. As in, we're dying quite as much as they are, but we're dying in less bad angles. For example, that wave there doesn't crash on our turret, so we aren't losing quite as much as Xayah. I think we might be up in, not sure if gold, because Xayah's gotten a lot of double kills, but probably up in EXP because of the minions. Yeah, just control wording here, because I have nothing better to do. And again, sounds actually quite scary, because he keeps trying to charge up his axe. I mean, hey, bless him, he's trying his best, right? He engages onto us. I don't know what I'm doing with my ult, but it seems to have terrified Xayah to the point that she just runs away the second she sees it. If Sion doesn't get his W there, that's great, because it's already a kill. Unfortunately, he does get it back, so he's not quite dead. Xayah decides to stay under turret for a reason I don't quite understand, because you've got the funny little Vel'Koz guy here who can hit you while you're under your full turret protection. Like, I can hit you full on at every angle, and you're deciding to stay for it. Eventually, she does run away, because she figures out it's not big brain. But that's fine, because now we're going to push this in, and she's going to miss out on a whole cannon wave of XP and gold, so this is really just furthering our leads. It is quite sad though, because I messed up the CS. She doesn't even recall. I think that was an int play, because she just runs it down. That, or she's decided to disconnect and she mysteriously right clicks forward, but I'm gonna guess she got so tilted that my outplay is on her that she hit him with the old, alright, we better surrender 15 or I am running it down. Poor Sion's getting hit by like all of these Qs, but a lot of people will do the same thing when they play against Vel'Koz. for more than like 5 minutes. They try to fake going up and then go down, but if you just preemptively guess, it is a guessing game, but not entirely, because you can react to their movements. I'm not that good most of the time, but sometimes, like this Scion, who's reacting late, and also his movements aren't too drastic, I can generally adjust. Now that my ult's back, we're going to be looking for the same thing, which is a full combo, and since I'm in the bush, and they don't have vision of me, could have done something. Would it probably have worked? No. So that Q doesn't even really sell us anything. We know Scion's in mid bush, he's ran away. Really just tracking him because I've got nothing better to do. They don't even have vision. Tried to predict him there and I failed, by the way. Yeah, he's warding, doesn't matter. With my ult here, like every minute that they stay in range is a minute that they're just at risk of dying. With Asol here, just helping out the cause. Very, very nice double heal because Zea's dead, and so is Scion. Now again, you'll see that I forget that Scion has a passive which could very well kill me. Fortunately, not only does he not attack me, but we've got Maokai here to help me out. They end up getting first turret, which is a bit worrisome, because that would tell me that mid lane is losing, but really it's just because Asol roamed to give the bot lane a lead. Now since they're busy taking down the turret, I decided to rotate over and help out defend the turret, because now with the new season, platings are a thing everywhere. So I don't want Teemo getting too much gold, but he's not stupid. I mean, he's running away after he gets his one plate. He's not greedy. Meanwhile, also, Rengar is getting completely bullied. I don't know if you saw that, but jeez, like his Raptors are getting taken. Holy jungler diff. Top lane, we're absolutely cooking. It's going very well for us. You know, we're only up, well, we are up 7 kills, actually. That's a lot. Kayn goes for another kill. Would he have killed Teemo here? I don't think so, because he ended up running away. So good thing we go in for the kill secure. Interestingly, the tower doesn't aggro, so I learned that if you hit a champ, but they're not directly under the turret that you're under, then the turret won't aggro on you. Which is weird, because I always thought it would just aggro on you if you ever hit a champion, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I don't have ult up, which kind of sucks if we're going to contest this straight. But I still have a lot of range on them, so I'm going to go for some Qs. I can't be too bold with my plays though, just because Rengar is a very real threat to me, and I don't have Zhonya's, though I could build it next because I'm already 2 items, but I'll see how I feel, because if I'm going full damage, if I'm really winning, then Zhonya's could just mean that my momentum is slowed down, and then if I'm winning and my teammates are winning like they are right now, well then they can peel for me, and then Rengar is also gonna be too far behind to really be a threat. I'm just wave clearing here. I actually don't know where Zaya is, because Scion's taking the mid lane, and yeah, like we're actually just cooking them up right now. It's not like penta after penta, but it's more so they're just solo losing fights constantly. Scion's just getting bullied. He's not taking any damage, but you know, he is good target practice. Yeah. Not great that the scariest one on their team gets a shutdown. It's also not great that Scion has flash and he doesn't die there. But Loki, with the rate he's been going at with these deaths, he's probably worth like 50 gold, so it's fine. Doesn't matter too much. That's the second cannon I've missed this game, or at least the second one that I've counted. Really gotta lock in with the CSing, but I mean, if you see, I'm doing like 40 damage. Okay, I'm doing 180 to turrets, but I'm doing like 40 damage to minions. It's not good. It's just awful. I try to bait Teemo into thinking that I overextend, which works, but he does almost kill me. You know, it works out though. It does work out, because now he's low HP, and I was going to recall anyways, because I was on 1800 gold. Was Teemo on that much gold? Was he really going to recall? I doubt it, if I'm being honest. He got a single kill, and he was just out of base because he was near his tier 2. So odds are that's probably a worthwhile trade. Finally, we're going to buy boots. No, we're not. we're gonna buy a large rod for Rabs. But yeah, still haven't bought boots. Low-key a sell, bro. Because magic penetration is just really good. Teemo overextends. Rengar is somewhere on the map. That's not a kill steal, that's kill secure. Full combo. Unfortunately, Malphite does dive in and he just absolutely cooks me. I thought this was a sell by Kane, but he's just built different, bro. Just absolutely destroying me. And then the support 1v1's the top lane, and Maokai wins the fight. Malphite has to flash away. I don't think Sion dies here because he's just too tanky. If he's not stupid, well, he was stupid because he ended up trying to 1v2 against a fed top lane, and well, even that's bad. But you know, Maokai can just root him in place as well. Baron's up, but we do not have numbers for Baron right now. Although I have my ult up, and we have numbers. We're higher level. Let's go for a fight. Very good pull by Asol here. That's one down. I see Rengar is trying to go for a jump, so I want to zone him away from me. Yasuo goes in. We go in to support our teammates. That's honestly, in my Vel'Koz career, which is, albeit it's not that many games, it's maybe like 100 games or something, that's, I would have to say that's my best ult. That was beautiful. Four champs fully hit by the ult for the full duration. That was amazing. With the Yasuo ult, they just melted, bro. And look at the game chat, bro. The enemy team's mental is shattered. They are crumbling, bro. They are in pieces. You gotta pick them up and you gotta glue them together at that rate. But they are cooked. We get inhib as well, which is great. We can keep going though, because we did not take a lot of damage. But we do have to be careful. Rengar's pulling up, but he's very low level. He's actually looking for a jump, but he gets bullied away. Foolishly, I flash in because I thought he wasn't gonna die, but he was. So I overextend, die. Asol overextends, dies. Maokai overextends, dies. Suddenly, we're not really ahead all that much because that was a 3-for-1. It wasn't great, but you know, our team player Yasuo here, or team ace, I should say, still very much so alive. So it's still going quite well, I'd say. And we also, they overchase, so we get Teemo and Zaya and Sion, and suddenly it's back to being a positive trade for us. Because even when we sell our elo, welcome to low elo, in which the enemy team will always find a way to throw harder than you just threw. If that makes sense, you know, for all you grandmasters, you know, looking down on this Vel'Koz gameplay to be like, how can I get better? Let me watch the gold VODs or whatever, post-game reviews. But you know, write that down, that I bet in your elo, it doesn't happen as much, where you'll have one team that does a really stupid play, like over chasing for like a Rengar, which is down about 3 levels on your jungler, and then dying 3-for-1, and then the enemy team goes in and does the same thing and dies, and they don't even get anyone. Also, Rengar's not even worth. He's worth 150 gold or 180 gold. It's like 2 cannons, but at this point, it's for the psychological damage. You know, you gotta break the mental really, so they play worse. Because that Rengar is not having a good time. He's gonna go in. He's just gonna try to go for a fight, even if he's gonna lose it. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I do need my gold 3. So like hippity hoppity, give me your LP. It's now my property type of thing. So. Yeah, I mean, we don't have Baron buff, so we probably can't siege them down, but we can just harass, especially because I am Vel'Koz. I have so much range, but I don't have ult, so we run away. We be dipping. And I have oracles, just because, again, with Rengar being Rengar, I want to be careful, so I don't want to be on enemy vision most of the time. Otherwise, I would go for Farsight alteration, but not this game. I was hoping one of them would overextend, but I'm pretty sure that last melee minion actually got a glimpse of me. Well, now they definitely have a glimpse of me. This Scion only has one play, and he's still going for it. Bless him, he's trying his best, but it doesn't matter. Rengar wastes his ult. He cannot overchase me here. Well, he can't chase me at all because I have 3 of my teammates nearby, but I'm just hiding in a bush. Because again, you saw it with that early game full combo on Scion, but if I can find someone and just full combo them, they're low-key, they're cooked. Maybe not Manaflow because he's a tank, but any of the squishies. Fortunately, I don't find any, so I just go push out the wave a bit, not too much, because I'm very much so aware that Rengar could be invisible, like wherever he's about lurking, but he could be lurking about, so just gotta be careful. I forgot to mention actually that I swapped out my, instead of buying Rabs, I bought Zhonya's. 1 kill from Yasuo, and then he dies. Honestly, with Yasuo, I was expecting him to 1v3 that. I mean, I know he was almost dead, but have you seen that guy's performance? I mean, he's been cooking the entire game. It wasn't above him to do that. Like, I'm sure there's a world in which it happened, but it's fine. What is the scoreline looking like? It is looking like 44-23. Yeah, the enemy team's not having a great day. That would be a fair assumption, I'd say. And also, we're pushing in waves from all sides, except for top lane, but 2 of the lanes. We also have numbers. Scion's, he's trying, man. But I'm kind of stupid. I mean, I tanked 3 turret shots for no reason, and Rengar's back, so we're running away. I'm full aware that he's probably going to jump on me, but I'm trying to bait him with my Zhonya's. Exactly what happens. He does jump. I mistime my Zhonya's, because ideally I do it right before he damages me. It doesn't matter, because I have 2 teammates right there. I also have teleport for the Baron, because it seems like my teammates want to go Baron. I can play with them right after we start building towards Rabadon. Actually, in-game, I was thinking to myself, there is no way I managed to full build my Rabs. Like, we're going to beat them before Rabadon's is full built. Let's see if that's actually the case. I mean, we're also on soul point in a minute, but with how ahead we are, with Baron buff, we can probably just siege them down. So it's fair to say this is probably going to be the last push once we get that Baron. Now we're just pushing in the waves, trying to crush them with the Baron buff and just those charged minions. Make them make mistakes. Because we are very ahead. We've got numbers. The only thing they have is those Nexus turrets. And even those, they can't save them. Except for Scion, because he's like super tanky. But you know, Scion doesn't count, okay? Teemo's trying to hide away to help his teammates. But he's not safe from the full combo, which is really just a full ulti on him. Just managed to track him, I guess, where he's going, but Dark Harvest is also nice for that. This is the final push, as I said before. They're definitely not going to be able to hold out here. We can break the Nexus right now, but we might as well go for 1 or 2 more kills. Now, there are 4 enemies alive. I just want to end this before we sell too hard. But that's game. Victory. And we are back to gold 3. That was a glorious game. Absolutely glorious. We get 4 honors. You best believe I'm giving 4 honors to my teammates because they played amazing. Unfortunately, my chat actually bugged out. It wasn't letting me talk to them, which is a shame because I would have told them they did great. As you can see, I also did the most damage in the entire lobby. Because Vel'Koz is very good for damage. And also with my playstyle, I like to full combo. But yeah, gold 3 right there. I mean, it's definitely a battle. I had to win a lot of games to get up to gold 3, and I immediately deranked. But now we're back at it. That was a very fun game. I had a great time, especially that 4-man, well, that ult that hit 4 people combined with the Yasuo. That was absolutely phenomenal. A lot of magic damage. I did a fair bit of true damage as well, because Vel'Koz is just great for that. Yeah. Well, hey, in all fairness, the game was balanced, right? They were ahead like 100 gold for the first couple of minutes. So, I don't want to say anything, but that was kind of the comeback of the century, if you think about it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it taught you something new. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Peace out.